Hello and welcome to interest.co.nz. I'm Gareth Vaughan with 90 at 9, where we wrap up the weekend's key news starting now. And we begin with news that the New Zealand dollar is under 79 US cents this morning and below 90 Australian cents, with the trade-weighted index at 76.63 after Reserve Bank Governor Graham Wheeler's surprise statement last Thursday afternoon. Remember, Wheeler said then that the level of the Kiwi dollar was unjustified and unsustainable, and it is susceptible to a significant downward adjustment over the next 6 to 9 months. At about 3 p.m. today, we'll get data showing whether the Reserve Bank actually intervened in the currency markets late in August to try and weaken the New Zealand dollar, as has been speculated. Meanwhile, in Hong Kong, police have used tear gas and pepper spray and baton-charged pro-democracy protesters after student and pro-democracy leaders launched what they're calling a new era of civil disobedience to try and pressure China into granting them full democracy. The moves from activists are being seen as the most tenacious civil disobedience since Hong Kong returned to Chinese rule from British rule in 1997, and comes after Beijing last month rejected demands for people to freely choose Hong Kong's next leader. On Friday, there was news high-profile US investor Bill Gross has left Pimco. Pimco co-founder Gross, who managed the $222 billion Pimco Total Return Fund, is joining Janus Capital Group to manage a $13 million fund. The Wall Street Journal reported 70-year-old Gross departed Pimco after losing a showdown at the firm, which followed a scornful email he sent to other top executives, and after he was warned to tone down volatile behaviour that included yelling at co-workers. Gross co-founded Pimco way back in 1971. News also emerged last week that the Securities and Exchange Commission is investigating whether Pimco artificially boosted the returns of a popular fund aimed at small investors, with Gross apparently having been interviewed by SEC investigators. Also in the US on Friday, there was news the economy expanded at a revised 4.6% annualised rate in the second quarter, its fastest growth since the final quarter of 2011, as companies boosted investment and households increased spending. The revision was up from 4.2%. In Britain, the first limits on banks' mortgage lending in decades come into force this Wednesday, as the Bank of England strives to take some heat out of the home loan market. Lenders will be prevented from allocating more than 15% of new residential mortgages to individuals borrowing 4.5 times their income or more. I'm Gareth Vaughan at interest.co.nz, and that's 90 at 9 for Monday morning.